Hello once again, it's still your one and only Ceefashion Academy. Today I'll be teaching us how to cut 6-piece skirt. I'm going to be using the simplest method ever. Please, I just want you to concentrate, focus and learn this particular topic because it's very important. Okay, please, I also want you to make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you subscribe because the more you subscribe, the more it's more like you appreciating the fact that I'm uploading these videos for you guys. Make sure you subscribe. Subscription is very necessary. Thank you very much. Please, also I want you to make sure you like this video because the more you like this video, the more others get to see this video. Thank you.
So what we are doing today is 6-piece skirt. So 6-piece skirt, like I've said now, why it's called 6-piece skirt because it has 6 pieces, like it's divided into 6 pieces of 6 panels. That's why it's called 6-piece skirt. So first of all, we start cutting from what? The center part. First, we have section A, B, C, D, E, F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is it. So we now start cutting from what? Section B, which is the what? Number 2 side. Okay. So for us to start cutting from there, like I said, you have to work with the what? Highest circumference. The highest circumference is the what? The flare. So if the flare is the highest circumference, and I also gave you guys a chart for you to work with. You actually work with what? For the flare section below, you work with what? From 8 inches to 15 inches. That's what you are going to fold. Do you understand? So first of all, you fold for the section B. Like I said, for you to know the flare you are supposed to use for the section B and the rest, you have to consider the size of the person. You also have to consider how you want the flare to flow, and you also have to consider the size of the material, the quantity of the material. All these things determines what we have to use from 8 to 15 inches. So in this case, because we have a limited material here, we are going to use what? 8 inches to cut the base part of the center B. Now, so the first thing we do is what? I'm talking about the center front. That is the middle center. If the 6-piece skirt has three parts in front, A, B, C. So I'm talking of the section B. That's what we are going to cut now. So you now have to fold what? You have to fold what? Section B. That is what? I said I will be using what? The least, which is what? 8 inches. Fold for the base part. Base part. Okay, 8 inches. Are you seeing it? Fold it. 8 inches. After you finish marking, you fold it out. Okay, as you can see, I've folded 8 inches. Look at it now. This is actually what? 8 inches. 8 inches everywhere. 8 inches. So after you finish folding for the center, the B section, next thing you need to do is what? You need to mark out your measurement points. This is very necessary. Then your measurement points are what? The waistline, the hip line, and the what? Knee line or half length. So we start from the waistline is here, automatically is here. So this is the waistline. So now we now go to the hip line. The hip line is what? The hip line is 7 inches. So you mark out what? 7 inches. The knee line is what? The knee line is 18 inches. Now see, this 18 inches is the knee line, not the half length. The skirt half length is supposed to what? Step up by what? 3 or more. Do you understand? Why are you stepping up? So that when you wear the skirt, it will be enable you to do what? Walk very well. Do you understand? So now we have 18 inches. We have to step up by 3, which will give us what? 15 inches. Share? This is for the what? Half length. Skirt half length. Okay. Then next is what? The skirt length. What do we have as the skirt length? 38 inches. Now we have 38 inches. Look at it now. So next thing we need to do is to what? Add our what? Allowance. Hemming allowance, folding allowance. Do you understand? Okay. Then I've added what? 2 inches allowance, making it 40. So next thing you need to do is to do what? Take your ruler and what? Mark this thing out.
Coming out.
Okay, so like I said, this is the waistline, this is the hip line, this is the what? Skirt half length, and this is the what? Full length. Why this one is the what? Allowance. Okay, so after you finish now, next thing you need to do, please, this part is very necessary. I'm going to teach us the simplest. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to use the easiest method to teach us this thing. So since we are making 6-piece skirts, and we are first cutting the what? Center part. Do you understand? Remember what I said, I'm using the easiest way. There is no way at the end of the day you will not be able to cut your 6-piece skirt easily. So what we are going to do, since it is called 6 pieces, we are going to divide the waist by what? 6. Shey, we are going to divide the waist by what? 6. So the waist, which is what? 30 inches divided by 6 is going to give us what? 5 inches. Shey, okay. Now the truth is that section B is 5 inches. Now, are you going to mark the 5 directly on this part? You are not, because the section B here is folded, while the one you are seeing on the board, do you understand, is not folded, it's just plain. So since the section B is folded, that 5 you're also going to do what? Divide it by what? 2, which is what? 2.5. Do you understand? Which is what? 2.5. Okay. So there is something I see here. My normal method of teaching this thing here. Normally when I mark 2.5, I also put allowance to it. So that is exactly what we are going to do here now. Do you understand? So 2.5, are you saying you put half inch allowance? Do you know what this half inch allowance is for? It's for the what? Same allowance for joining. Okay, so we have 3 here now. So also take that 3 down to the what? Hip line. We have what? 3. Also take it down to the what? Half length. We have what? 3. Are you seeing it? Okay, so what you need to do is to do what? Take your rule and what? Connect the 3 inches all together. Okay, after you finish connecting, now see next thing you need to do. You need to extend the flare to the what? 8 inches. Are you seeing it? You need to extend the flare to the what? 8 inches. That is it all for section B. So extend it to the what? 8 inches. Are you seeing it? So this is exactly how you what? Cut your what? Section B. It's not hard at all. All you need to do is to do what? Divide your waist by actual 6. Get your 5 inches, divide it by 2 again. Get your 2.5, then add your half inch allowance, take it down, then connect to the what? Flare. That is it. Okay, so now we are done cutting out the section B. Yeah? Next thing we are going to do now is to cut out the what? Section A and the C. Okay, so this is the section B. We finished cutting it out. So let's cut out the section A and C. So what we need to do is to keep this one aside, bring out another paper, call the what? Section A and C. This A and C actually concludes the what? Front part. Okay, so in order to cut section A and C, all you need to do is to what? Fold your fabric or your pattern paper, whichever one you are using. Fold it. Now, what are you going to fold with? Please remember, this one we folded with what? 8. So it means that this particular one we are doing, we are going to fold with what? Times 2, 16. Why are we folding with 16? Look at it. Since this one is 8, look at shade is 8. When you open it is what? 16. So that means section B is what? 16, not 8. 8 is just because you folded it into 2. Do you understand? So it means that section A is going to be what? 16, while section C is going to be what? 16. Do you understand? So that's why we are going to fold this one into what? 2. Okay, so let's fold 16 inches. Okay, as you can see, we are done folding for section A and the C. Remember what I said? Section B is 16, but because we folded it into 2, that's why we chose what? 8. So in this case, this one is going to be what? 16. Why is it 16? Because since this one is 16 unfolded, this one is going to be 16 also. This section, this one I folded now will give you what? A and what? C. Are you seeing it? A and what? C. Okay, so next thing we are going to do after folding is to take the section, look at it now, take the section B and place it. Are you seeing it? Take the section B and place it like this. Now see how I'm placing it. Make sure that the folded part is facing your allowance. Are you seeing it? Please don't fold it like this. Don't do it like this. Are you seeing it? This part is very, very important. Make sure that the folded part is facing your allowance. Whichever way you place your material, even if you like, see, be placing your material like this, you are still correct. Are you seeing it? If you place it like this, no. If you place it like this, yes, you are correct. If you place it like this, are you correct? If you place it like this, are you correct?
Yeah, no.
Yeah? I only
Yes.
gave out one rule here.
Yes.
The rule is that the folded part should be what? Facing the allowance. Is the folded part facing the allowance? Yes, you are correct. Do you understand? That is it. See it here now. Folded part is facing the allowance. Shay? Are we correct? No, the folded part is not facing the allowance. See our space here. It is not facing the allowance. Are you seeing it? Okay, so in that case, I have to place it the way I love placing. This is just the way I love placing. Okay, so you now have to place it like this. Then take your pin and pin it so that it will not shift. Okay, as you can see, we've held it with pin. So next thing you are going to do after the pinning is to do what? Please make sure that see what I'm trying to tell us now. Are you seeing this marking we marked here, the hip line, then the half length? Are you seeing them? Please make sure that you kind of mark it out again with your what rule. Okay, are you seeing it? Okay, so when you finish, so immediately you finish marking out the lines. So next thing you are going to do is very simple. Now look at it now. Please, like I said, this is the easiest method. No need to do all this unnecessary calculation, divided by 6 by 2 and all these kind of things. All you need to do is to do what? From this point, look at it. From this point, mark your what? Waist. Waist divided by 4. What is our waist? 30. Shay? 30 divided by 4 is what?
6.
Look at it. 30 divided by 4 is what? 7.5. You mark 7.5. In this case, please notice, please, I want you guys to focus. I want you guys to focus. No, I leave that in. I want you guys to focus. Because if you do not focus, you don't understand this thing. No. Okay, so let me continue again. Now, if you look at this very method, like I told you, this is easiest method. It's not like other methods that we do teach or we do learn. This one now, immediately you finish cutting out your section B, you're almost done. What do I mean by that? Next thing you need to do is to do what? Your circumferences, you have to impute them. Now when you impute them, remember what I said? I said the waist is what? 30. 30 divided by 4 is what? 7.5. Now that 7.5, from here, please, not from here. From here, mark it out. Are you seeing it? 7.5. Please don't put allowance. Do you know why you're not putting allowance? Why you're not putting allowance is because do you know that this center part is still part of your clothes? But you did not include it while putting the measurement. So in that case, this center part is not serving as your allowance. Do you understand the trick there? So this is very easy method. I actually did use this same method on my on my straight dart bustier. I used it on my straight dart bustier and every other thing. Okay, now look at it now. You mark your waist 7.5. Are you seeing it? So after marking your waist 7, next thing you need to do is to your hip. Hip is what? 38. You now also do 38 divided by 4 is what? 38 divided by 4 is 8.5. You also mark out what? 8.5. Sure, you are seeing it. So next thing you also need to do is to what? Your half length. Now remember how we used to do half length. Is either you use whatever that is.
But 8 divided by 4 is 9.5.
9.5. Okay, that 8 divided by 4 is 9.5. Thank you for the correction. That 8 divided by 4 is what? 9.5. Okay, not 8.5. 8.5 is 34. Okay, so now at the waistline, all you need to do is see at the half length. All you need to do is remember I told us that you can use exactly what you have on the waist. Do you understand? Or you can or you can trace down your hip, step in by either 1, 1.5, or 2, depending on the person's lap, how big it is or how small it is. Do you understand? So whichever one you want to use. Okay, now in this case, let me just use exactly what is on my waist. Do you understand? My waist is what? 7.5. Okay, let me use exactly what is on my waist. Okay, now I've gotten it. All I need to do is what? Look at it. All I need to do is to what? Connect them together. That will give me what? The shape of the skirt. Okay, now look at it. Are you seeing it? So now you finish connecting this part. Next thing you need to do is what? Connect to the what? End here. In order to get your what? Section A and A, C. Okay, so this is it. Are you seeing it? So in that case, all you're going to do is to do what? You cut out for your method that. See, it's a method that you use to escape all these difficulties people used to encounter, like difficulties of, you know, when we say divide by 6, divide minus by 2, do this one, divide by this one, people are so frustrated. Do you understand? So that's why this is exceptional. That's why, remember what I said? I said this one now serves as the allowance. that's why we just divide. See, division by 4 here does not mean it's 4 pieces. After all, we usually divide our circumference by 4 shade. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So the division by 4 is because of the method that I'm using.
Okay.
Do you understand? Okay, as you can see, we are done with the word section.
After having the front now.
Now look at it now. See, look at it. I want to expand it so that we will see it. So that we know, so that we continue on other parts. Look at it. As simple as ABC, that's how you get this method. Are you seeing that I actually notched this side so that it will be easy for you while joining? Look at it. Look at it. You have to connect this one, connect this one, connect this one. So looking at this thing, you see that 6 pieces is even one of the cheapest now. Do you understand? It's even one of the cheapest. So for us, you can be able to get the center B. All you need to do is just place it. Divide your normal by 4. Get your normal skate. Like now, this is the normal skate for this kind of person. Just get it, and that's all. This one now you are now seeing now starts as your what? Allowance on both sides. As you can see, we are done with the front. Sure, you can see. So next thing we are going to do, like I said, for the back, cut exactly the same thing you cut at this section A and C. Do you understand? Please don't remove, don't add anything. Do you understand? Cut exactly the same thing, except you are putting an exceptional tail at the down. That is when there will be a little difference. Do you understand? But when you are cutting a regular 6 pieces skate, please cut exactly the same. See, fold your paper into 2. Cut exactly this for your what? Back 2 sides. That is the section what? D and the F. Do you understand? Okay, let's say we are done with cutting the back part. Do you understand? So the next thing we need to do now is to do what? Cut the what? Back center part. As you can see, this is the front center. That is the section B. Okay, then the back center part, how do you cut it? Take your fabric, fold it the same way you folded. See what I mean? If here is 8, do you understand? Now fold this one, make sure it is what? Up to what? 16. So look at it. If here is 8, make sure that this one you are folding is up to what? 16. So this one I folded, and let's say now is up to 16. So next thing you need to do is to do what? Place this one like this. Look at it. I folded 16. Are you seeing it? Place this one like this. If you think you don't really understand what I mean by fold by 16, all you still need to do is to do what? Fold by 16, mark out your what? 8 inches. Now it's more like dividing it by 2. Do you understand? 8 here, 8 here. Okay, so now I folded it to 16. Now I am placing this particular one here. Are you seeing? I'm placing it so that, look at it now. My 8 here is remaining. Are you seeing it? This one is the 8. So place it like this. Use your pin and hold it firm so that it will not shift. Okay, now after you have finished doing that, next thing you need to do is to do what? First of all, is to do what? Trim out this particular part. You have to trim it out exactly. Are you seeing it? Please, as you are trimming this thing out, please also make sure that you are notching. Please, the essence of notching is so as not to what? Make mistake while sewing. Okay, now we are done. Next thing we need to do is to do what? Mark out our zip allowance. Now, zip allowance is usually how many inches? Usually 2 inches. Do you understand? You can use 1.5. You can use anything you want to use, depending on the fabric you are using. If you are using lining, please I advise you use what? 2 inches. Okay, 2 inches. Please take these 2 inches down to the what? Half length. Are you seeing it? Take it down to the what? Half length. So after you finish with these 2 inches, all you need to do is to do what? Connect all the marked points together. Connect it together. Are you seeing it? Now I've connected it together. You can tell me what next to do. Next thing to do is to do what? Extend this to the what? Flame. And that gives you what? The back center part. Are you seeing it? You extend it. So next thing you need to do now is to do what? Cut it off. Okay? Okay. So as you can see, please, next thing you need to do, please, for you not to make mistake, because as you can see, this thing now you can actually make mistake. You can use this. See, if I remove this front part, you see, if I remove this front part, you can actually use this thing, use this side for this side, and use here for here. So all you need to do is to do what? You can take your chalk, kind of mark around here so that you know that it's your zip allowance part. Do you understand? Or you can notch. You can notch.
And thanks for watching, guys. Please, I want you guys to subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, because this is the only channel that will give you a kind of comprehensive and detailed way of cutting anything. That is the easiest way to cut anything. Make sure you subscribe, guys. Also, make sure you like this video, because the more you like it, the more others get to know about this video. Make sure you like it, because you might be a subscriber. Please, I want you, when the moment immediately you like it, someone who is not a subscriber will automatically see it. The more likes, the more visible the video is. Please, also, I want you to make sure you comment. Tell us what your problem is. Comment in the comment section below, and also make sure you share this video, because I think this is the only way you can appreciate me for kind of putting this thing out for you guys out there. Thank you very much, and I love you so much. I love you. I totally love you. I'll keep doing this video for you guys. Thank you and love you.